Romans chapter 3, he talks about God is just and a justifier. So in other words, you're not justified by the works of the law, because if you're spiritually dead, you can't keep the law. So the only thing the works of the law is going to prove to you is that you're a sinner. It's going to be the knowledge of sin, because when you try to keep the law, you find out you can't keep the law. And by keeping the law, what we mostly are talking about is that 10th commandment when it says, thou shalt not covet your neighbor's wife or your neighbor's goods. What he's talking about is on the inside of you, that sin that's on the inside of you that you cannot stop no matter how hard you try. When it says, don't commit adultery or don't fornicate or don't steal, listen, you can, even as a spiritually dead person, you can make yourself not do those things, because under law, the punishment is worse than the crime, right? I mean, if somebody's going to cut off your hand if you steal, that is going to make you not want to steal. So you can keep yourself from stealing because you don't want your hand cut off. You can keep yourself from adultery because you don't want to be stoned if you get caught. But when it comes to that 10th commandment, thou shalt not covet, thou shalt not lust, that no matter, in other words, there's nothing in you to stop it. The more you try to stop lusting, the more you're going to find out that you are a luster. It's absolutely impossible to stop it. So therefore, to try to keep the acts of the law, all you find out is that you can't keep them, so the law becomes the knowledge of sin. So in the book of Romans really goes into this, so you cannot justify yourself. You cannot be justified with the works of the law. But when you come through Christ and what he's done, you find out that it's switched from me justifying myself by trying to keep the law to God is just. God is a justifier. And how does God justify us? He justifies us freely through grace, through what Jesus did, and you receive it by faith. So God is just. God is the justifier of those who believe in Jesus. So, and by justifying means he makes you righteousness. It's Jesus's righteousness that you get when you believe the gospel.